Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is David A. Qua and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my Sunday vlog for October 21st, 2018. In this video, I'm going to tell you guys the updates, what's been going on with me for the past 3 weeks since my last vlog. Oh my gosh, 3 weeks. There's a couple things I'm not going to put too much detail in. Past 3 weeks, I went to a career fair, had a couple job interviews. My sister had a gender reveal party. I'm gonna have a brand new nephew next summer, man. I went to a new restaurant. It's called Stomp Burger. Stomp like you stomp your feet. I had the fried steak burger there and a basket of fries. And my friend, I went with a coworker, by the way. I went with a coworker right after work. It's really close to our job. He treated me to some fried jalapeno peppers as an appetizer. And it was good, man. He's the whole reason why I haven't seen Venom yet. Because we were supposed to go see the movie, and he was like 2 hours late, and then we just did something else. And then the week after that was the UFC. A couple weeks ago, there was a UFC fight, okay, a big UFC pay-per-view. And he went to see that like all day, and kind of left me in the dark. And then he apologized for it. And the week after, his parents had a party or something. He had to come over to help them set up or whatever. It was like completely, it was like 15 minutes before we go see the movie. And then he was like, "Sorry, David, I can't go." So, I'm glad he treated me to something, right? Anyway, past couple weeks, I watched a complete anime series. So I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on that. I watched a couple movies. I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like about it. And I played some video games. I'll give you some details of my little mini review of what I thought about the game and stuff like that, right? Based on what I've played so far. The anime series. I finished The Wanderers. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. So I got like El Hazard The Wanderers is what it's called. There's 26 episodes in all. It's about a group of people from our world that got transported to this fantasy world where there's like talking animals, and there's like a princess who's like in the war, and there's like sorcerers and witches and stuff like that, and a gigantic eye is trying to destroy the world and stuff like that, and they're trying to, and the visitors, the people from our world, are trying to save them. And it's also a harem, you know. It's like one dude, the main character, spoiler alert, tries to pick which girl he wants to be with and stuff like that. So it's a pretty fun series. I enjoyed it. So this is like, well, so I watched this, right? I watched this 26 series, and then I watched this, El Hazard, The Alternate World, which I thought was an actual sequel or like a season 2, but it turns out this is actually a remake. The Wanderers is actually a remake of the original series. And this is kind of like the follow-up to that original series. So let me put it another way, okay? Let me put it this way. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's multiple different series, right? There's like the 87 Turtles. There's like 2003 Turtles. There's 2012 Turtles, you know. This is the remake. This is not the original series. But this is like season 2 of the original. So think of it like this. I watched the remake series. I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2003 series. I watched the entire series, and then I watched season 2, thinking it's season 2 of the remake series, but it's season 2 of the original 87 series. Does that make any sense to you guys? There's multiple series. I watched like season 1 of one series and then season 2 of a different series. Even though they're both called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I watched like season 1 of one version of it, and then season 2 of another version of it, right? So I was a little bit confused. They have the same characters. They look pretty much similar. They both have Shredder and April and Splinter and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I was a little confused. I guess I have to watch the actual original series. This is a remake of that original series. Okay, so confusing, man. I watched some movies this past couple weeks. You guys already know I watched the original Nightmare on Elm Street from Wes Craven. I did a live stream of it on YouTube. That video's got like 1,000 views already, man. If you want to see my reaction to the first time seeing Freddy Krueger, check it out, okay? I also saw Epic. I've seen this movie before, by the way, but I recently like got it on DVD here. Story's about a girl. That girl, she shrunk to little size right? Because of a magical creature in the forest, and now she has to help save like this world, you know, this little world in the forest. So everyone's like tiny. They're riding on birds. They're talking slugs in it. I thought the visuals are pretty, you know, seeing the world from a different point of view and stuff like that. I thought it was good. I like the animation. And then finally, the last movie I saw this past week, besides, I've been watching a lot of WWE and related that too, but that's probably for a separate video. I saw Incarnate, horror movie. I mean, it's October. I want to see some horror movies, so I saw some, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street and this one. It's pretty much an exorcism movie. It's got the dude who played Two-Face in The Dark Knight, and the kid that got possessed. He's Bruce Wayne in the Gotham series. Gotham, this one. Yeah. You guys know Gotham, right? So the guy who plays Bruce Wayne, he got possessed by demons or entities or whatever. They didn't really exactly call it demons. But Aaron Eckhart's character, he plays as a psychic. So apparently when you're possessed, you know, you're in this dream state. You think everything's just fine, right? Well, this dude, he enters your mind because he's a psychic, and he tries to pull you out of it. He's like, hey, you're being possessed right now. Out here in the world, everyone's going crazy, but you're thinking everything's hunky-dory in here. No, we need to get you out of here, you know? So that's what the whole movie's about, is him trying to go into this boy's mind, try to get him out, okay? Video games. I actually played Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, my favorite game of all time, man. From the HD collection. Is now backwards compatible on Xbox One. So I did a speed run of the game. I didn't really. I skipped every cutscene. I finished the game in like 5 hours. Okay, the game is supposed to be like 16 hours long, but I just like ran through. I knew all the shortcuts. I knew how to beat the bosses and stuff like that. I was tranquilizing everyone up until the Sorrow boss fight. There's a boss fight in the game, if you can really call it that, boss fight, where all the enemies you killed, they would show up in this boss fight. So the more enemies you killed throughout the game, it would just drag on that boss fight even longer, right? So I was tranquilizing everyone throughout the game up until that boss fight. And then I was like, I was spraying bullets, okay? But yeah, I got all the camos. I tranquilized every single enemy up to that point. And then afterwards, I just went crazy. Rocket launchers, grenades, everything. People, blood splattering everywhere. so it was fun, you know, just to do a little speed run of one of my favorite games ever, okay? Maybe in the future, you know, because now it's backwards compatible, I can do a live stream. We'll play it on extreme difficulty or something, you know? Because I know the game pretty backwards and forwards. I know where the enemies, where the soldiers like do their rounds and stuff like that. Okay. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I did finish this game this past week. I finished the main storyline. Well, there's tons of other side missions. There's like all these cult leaders I'm supposed to kill also. Go assassinate. I'm just gonna take my time for the rest of the time. But I think it took me 50 hours to play the game. I think by the time I was done with the final mission, and they were like the characters were having dinner and stuff like that. There's more story, by the way, but I just watched it on YouTube. Like Layla has more story in the modern day setting part of it. But as long as for Alexios, I play as Alexios, by the way. That story is done. Deimos is back in the family. Cassandra, everyone's happy now. It was a big family reunion, right? Took me like 50 hours to complete the game. I love the graphics. If I have to tell you something I love the graphics of the game. They brought back naval missions, which are really easy, by the way. Like, you don't have, like, the mortars and stuff like that. It's just shooting, you only have 2 attacks, pretty much. Well, I guess 3 attacks. You have the arrows, you have the spears, they call it javelins, and I guess you can just ram into someone. But, I like naval combat. I love the graphics. When you're in the ship, going in the reflections off the water, the sky, and all that stuff, all the animals coming, the dolphins and whales coming out of the ocean. The game's freaking beautiful. Okay. Something I don't like about the game, it's a little grindy. It's like you have to be at a specific level to play this particular mission. You know, all the enemies in there. They scale to your level, by the way. I thought that was really annoying. Like, there was a mission that was like level 15, and I was like, well, let me level myself up to level 17 so it wouldn't be so hard, okay? So, I did that, and then everything else was level 17 too. So they scale to your level. There is no way to be overpowered in this game. There's never any point in the game where it's like, okay, I'm gonna kill like this level 2 enemy because I'm level 20 enemy. You know, I'm level 20. I can kill this level 2 enemy easily. You know, no, they scale yourself to the game. So once you're like level 30, everything else in the game is level 30, including like chickens, pigs, stuff like that. I got killed by chickens, man. I was walking through this farm in the game, and a bunch of chickens like surrounded me and killed me. I was like, what the heck is going on in this game? So everything was scaled. Everything. Okay. So yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I give it like a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's my favorite game. I still like Assassin's Creed Syndicate the most. Pretty much, like, people keep asking me why I like Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I thought it was going in a good direction. Okay, you got that grappling hooks are like climbing on buildings and stuff like that, like super quick. You're up at that point where it's like the Industrial Revolution, you know. So there's like you're starting to drive now, and later on, you have this World War I segment with like actual guns and whatever. And I feel like in the past couple games, with Origins and Odyssey, I love those games, by the way, but I thought I was feeling a step back. Like, where are we going with this franchise? And then I watched the cutscenes. I'm like, okay, I know what's going on now. Okay. The next game, more than likely, they're going to move forward in time. Okay, they're not going to go back any further than this. I mean, I guess they could. Can you imagine an Assassin's Creed game that takes place during prehistoric times? You know, you're fighting dinosaurs and stuff like that, like Far Cry Primal or whatever. So yeah. People keep asking me. I guess we're going to do like a little Q&A, mini Q&A FAQ segment right here. People keep asking me like what my next favorite game, next game I'm going to buy is. Is it going to be Red Dead Redemption? I still haven't played Black Ops 4 yet. Like, what's the next game? I'm going to try to beat the Dead Space series, okay? That is my priority right now. So Dead Space, I'm going to finish that series, and the War for Cybertron. I started that a while back, and I never finished it, okay? So I'm going to play War and Fall for Cybertron on Xbox 360. I'm going to finish the Dead Space series. I also got, I mean, you know what? We can do a haul right now. Got the NBA 2K19 here, the Legend Edition, whatever. And I found this at a Goodwill. I was like so freaking happy, man. Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. All of the Mech Warrior games. And it was only for $3, $2.99. I don't know if you can see it right there. But here's Mech Warrior 2, the original version of it. And they had Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries. And Mech Warrior 2... the expansion pack 1 that has the Ghost Bear's Legacy expansion. Oh man, this game brings back memories, man. And I can play it on my system just fine. Here, take a look at some of the system requirements. Let me see. Let me show you. Windows 95 required. So here it is. System requirements. 12 megabytes of RAM. That's all you need to play the game. Windows 95, a hard drive disk space of 35 megabytes. Oh my gosh, right? So yeah, it doesn't take a lot to play this game. So yeah, this brings back memories. I know that there was a PlayStation 1 port of this also. It's terrible. I played it. It wasn't as good as the PC version. All right. So if you want to see like a little mini haul, there it is. Right. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. Be sure to comment and subscribe and spread the word about the channel. All right. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.